Hey up the cows. Hey up then. Hey up 112. Hey up 116. How you doing? Come on then. Let's go and see those pigs, eh? Are you coming? Oh no. It's the killer sheep. What are you saying, Lambo? Hey? What's up, my Lambo? Right, so I'm up the farm today, and already it's been quite a busy morning. But it's quite exciting because I went over to Warwickshire to have a look at some Gloucester old spot pigs. The reason being is I want to replace Peanut the Boar. He's a lovely pig, but unfortunately the piglets that he produces aren't that big. He's not a massive pig himself. And before I ever kept pigs, I always wanted to keep Gloucester old spots. It just so happened that at the time that I was buying our first pigs, the only thing that was available to us were some crossers, and they have got old spot in them. And then when I wanted a boar, the nearest thing I could get was the Oxford Sandy and Black. But I've spent a bit of time searching, and luckily enough for me, some pure pedigree Gloucester old spot boars came to the market. They were 60 miles away from where I am, but I've been out this morning and we've picked one up, and he's in the back of the truck, and here he is. He's a 4-month-old pedigree Gloucester old spot, and fingers crossed, if he does the business, we'll keep him on for 5 or 6 years, as long as he's working basically. And what I plan to do is put him across Bacon and Bertha, who I have at the minute. I'll let them have a litter with him, but ultimately I'm going to look out for some pedigree gilts, some unrelated pedigree gilts that I can pair with Bruce the Boar, and go down the line of breeding just pure pedigree pigs. And that's for a couple of reasons. Firstly, they will command a higher price when you come to sell the piglets, but also they are a bigger pig, so when it comes to killing them, they're going to give much bigger carcasses, and by all accounts the meat is supposed to be absolutely fantastic. It's always good bringing new animals onto the farm, and a Gloucester old spot is one that I've been wanting to get my hands on for a long time, and now we have him. The only dilemma I've got now is that I've got to get Bruce out of the truck and into his pen. He's going to utilise the pen where Peanut the Boar was, but he's quite a heavy chap. It took 3 of us to lift him into where he is now. So I shall reverse into the pen and try and fashion some sort of ramp and encourage him to walk down the ramp. And you know what? The sun is shining, and I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but it has just started to snow. How bizarre. How's it going there, little Bruce? Can you hear those piggies talking? You're a good looking chap, aren't you? You're a good looking lad. Come on, let's try and get you out. What's the chances you're going to walk down that? Not a chance. Well, I just don't think I've got the materials to make this ramp, so hopefully he's going to come a little bit closer to the edge and I can just scoop him up and chuck him out. Are you coming out then, piggy? Hey, come on in. What's up, little Bruce? What's up? Are you coming out? You're not so sure, are you? Not so sure. Right, let's see if we can get you motivated. The only way I know how to motivate any pig, and that's with some food. Just look. Come on then. You'll be alright once you get out here. I think he's feeling a bit scared, and I can't fault him really, because up until this morning he was still in with his mother and his brothers. So it's a bit of a shock to the system for him, but I'm sure once he gets out here, gets a bit of food and water down his neck, he'll be a lot happier. What's up, little pigwig? What's up? Are you coming? Come on then. Come on then. Come on. That's it, come on then. And he's out. Good lad. And there he goes, exploring his new habitat. You don't like me, do you? Poor little pigwig. Well, that didn't go too badly actually. I didn't have any sort of material to make a ramp, but these pigs are a lot more agile than I give them credit for. He just hopped out of there as if it was nothing. I mean, it's only about 2.5 foot, but when you're a big hefty pig, I suppose it's a different story. But he's having an explore of his new enclosure now. He's walking up to say hello to the gilts that we still have in the other pen. So they're just there, and he can hear them and smell them. He's gone to say hello. But he is a real thick-set animal compared to Peanut the boar. He's really slight on his back, but you can just see how broad he is, and his back legs are really chunky. So hopefully we're going to get some really good carcasses out of the piglets that he produces. So whilst he familiarises himself with his new enclosure, I'll go and find him a bowl to put him some fresh food in. Give him a nice cold drink of fresh water. That'll help him settle in a bit. I just need to get out of here first with the truck without him following me out the gate. Done job. The boar, he's got a fresh bowl of food, he's got some fresh water. He's just up the top of this pen. He keeps talking to the other piglets the other side of the fence. Here he comes now actually. What's up, Pigwig? You come for some dinner? Hey? I think you can smell his food. What was it, Pigwig? Well, he knows what it is. But we'll leave Bruce the boar to settle into his new enclosure, have a nibble on that food if he fancies. and we'll just go and check out the big pigs. But on the way, in fact, we'll just have a look at how the hotbed's getting on within the greenhouse. Right, let's see what temperature we have. It says right now it's 22.5 degrees in there, and the lowest it's got over the last few days is 12.2 degrees. As you can see, the onion seeds have done really well. Loads of those have come up. I'm going to give them another couple of days, and then I'll prick them out each into their own individual modular tray. But if you can notice, I have taken away the sweet pepper and chili pepper seeds. They hadn't sprouted and hadn't even begun to germinate, so I've taken those home to see if they need a bit more heat. A couple of the shallots are starting to peep through, same with the red onions, and the white onions are coming along nicely. And I think we're just starting to see, you can just see there, that is the new potatoes, first earlies, just starting to show. We were pushing through here as well the other day. Yeah, you can see that, just starting to show. So you can see that the hotbed is working quite well. I have had to put some more material on this 4 days ago. The temperature had started to fall. You can see on the compost thermometer it's just below the yellow now. It got even lower than that the other day, so I've introduced some more material, mixed it with my fork, and it is warm. And if that thermometer is reading true and it's only getting down to like 12.2 on the night time, when it's gotten, I think, as low as 2 degrees, I'm happy with that. I don't know why the sweet chili and the hot chili seeds haven't started germinated yet. Perhaps they need a bit more heat. I'm just hoping that now I've moved them into my kitchen, they'll actually do something. Right, let's go and see the big pigs. So now that we've got the new boar on site, that means that Peanut, he is now surplus to requirement. As much as we like him, he's a really well-natured boar. He performs really well, and he's given some good litters. In fact, the guy who rented his services off me, he had 2 pigs, 1 sow and 1 gilt. The gilt actually gave birth to 14 piglets, and the sow gave birth to 10. And if you couple that with the 11 that we got from Bacon and the 9 that we got from Bertha, I think he's proved his worth. But because he's just not the right pig for me, that's why we've gone for the Gloucester old spot. So I'll be taking some pictures of Peanut today. I'll be getting him posted on some sites, see if anyone wants to take him off my hands. I'd rather not send him to the abattoir because he is very useful. And he is a nice, well-natured pig. But ultimately, we don't need 2 boars on the farm. So he is going to have to go. But you can see what I mean by his form. He's really narrow on his back. He's not skinny at all. He's got a good layer of fat on his back. But because of his breed, they're just not designed to get as big or as broad as the old spots. The father of the boar that I've just bought was massive. He was, I'd say, almost twice the size of Peanut, and the mum was twice the size of Bacon easily. And just while we are here at this big pig pen, you can see behind me how much they have cleared this field. There are only now 2 patches of brambles that they haven't cleared yet. Well, 3 including this small area. Since Peanut's been in there, they've been clearing quite a lot more. but they're doing a great job. Now my plan is I'm going to keep these pigs on here until probably August, and then I'm going to rake this field flat, and then I'll reseed it with a good selection of grass seed that's going to be good for feeding the cattle and the sheep. But these pigs have done a great job for me. I'm not going to have to plough it. It's already been fertilised, which is going to give the grass a real good start when we start laying the seed. I hope. That's the theory anyway. So it's been a good day for the farm today. We've got some new stock. A new animal is always welcome, and it's always quite exciting. Now, if you haven't subscribed already and you want to see how we go from baby piglet to breeding the pigs to having the piglets and then getting the meat on the table, subscribe to the channel. I think you might enjoy it. But for now, that's all I've got time for. And as always, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Hey, what do you think? Is it good?